What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital and welcome to our first preview show. Now, we are going to be speaking about Manchester United and Liverpool. Should I say Liverpool, Manchester United?
They're the home team. Yeah.
I'm joined with Seba from the Pitchfork once again.
Hello,
Thanks for joining me,
Are
Seba.
we excited or what? Are we
I-
scared?
I-
Are we terrified?
I don't know what is happening. I don't even know what's happening. So tell me.
Look, we got
What's going
Liverpool versus United on Sunday afternoon in England. For us, it's Monday morning,
Fantastic.
3:30
Monday morning,
a.m.
yeah.
Guess who
That-
does
that's-
not have work that morning?
That special time at 3 a.m.
Gotta love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's a huge one. It's huge in I guess for us, more so than Liverpool. Liverpool fighting for their invincibility streak. They want their gold trophy. Let's not give it to them, eh? What do you reckon?
I hope not. I mean, it's looking every week. It's looking likely that they're going to win the league, which is
That basically-
something that I do not want to see. I mean, we might have to shut the channel down after that one. But look, it is a big game. I think it still is a big game for Liverpool
Yeah,
because
it
no matter what kind of form you're in, no matter where you are on the table, it's still Manchester United, Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I just think, in my opinion, it is going to be a big game. I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter even when Liverpool weren't doing well, when they were coming 10th, 7th in the
Yeah.
couple of years ago,
They're still up for it.
that was
Still
still one of the
fiery,
biggest
hated.
games.
gotta
I just do
refuse-
think the last couple of games have been overhyped, in my opinion.
You think it's affected the quality of the game itself?
Maybe not the game itself. I just think as a viewer, entertainment wise, it hasn't been even more, maybe more for us than
Yeah, I guess we have too much,
results based. But then
too
I
much
think
expectations.
in the last 5 games, I think we had here that Liverpool have won
Yeah.
one, United have won one game as well,
And the other 3 are draws.
and the other 3 are draws. And them games that are draws were the ones that were hyped up the most, and then the expectation of the game weren't really what we expected.
It didn't give us
But
what we wanted.
I think that was maybe due to the circumstances that surrounded the clubs. I think when we played them last year in February, I think Oli and Klopp went in the game not to lose.
Yeah.
So when you go into a game
too
not to
tentative.
lose, you don't really see the free-flowing football.
The quality
as-
doesn't come out. It's
But-
very cautious.
But do you think, good point there. Liverpool were cautious last year to not drop points because City were on their tail. What do they have? They got like 11 points clear with a game in hand from City, or maybe more. I've lost count. How
City's
far?
still second?
City are second now, 1 point in front of Leicester.
Right.
But maybe now Liverpool, even if they drop points, maybe they'll go for it in this one. Maybe they won't have to have. There's
Look,
not much risk for them to go.
There's
for
no
it.
risk. You have to go for it. Why would you change it when things are going so well for you? You got to keep that momentum going. If you chop and change 1 week, it could just like the first domino of a long line of dominoes falling. You lose your, like I said, momentum and what you're used to playing on the field. These players, they're used to a certain thing. If that goes away, man, it throws off everything. The equilibrium of the team's a bit out there, a bit crazy. You don't want to do that, and I don't think that Liverpool will do that. I think that at home they're going to want to, give their home crowd a real show.
I think they're like 50 games plus at Anfield without a loss.
Yeah. Haven't lost this season like
That's
we
massive.
discussed.
They haven't lost this season at all. One loss in like almost 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Only taking that 1 L, but
Look,
it's going to be difficult for us.
there's something here that no stats are going to show you, but there are implications for Liverpool, possible implications, I should say. We saw last season they had a draw, and I told my friend Josh, Liverpool supporter, I said this is the game that cost them the season. They're going to start tumbling, and sure enough, they were drawing after that one result. This season, they got a bit an aura of invincibility around them. Now, when that goes away, if it ever does, if it is this game, it could cause such a fuss and such a like chaos and panic in the camp. When it's theirs to lose,
It'll be more so in the media. I'll be like, is this the time
100%.
where they slip up?
But the players feel that, man. The players feel that. We've seen it before, and should it happen again, hopefully we're the ones to cause that downfall. That could be our claim to fame this season because we don't have much to cheer about.
Look, yeah, exactly. Like, for me, the only thing that I'm happy about this fixture is it's in January. If it was in April, we might be giving them a guard of honor. So
Yeah,
that's
you're right, man.
already where there's already a positive.
We've dodged one bullet.
We've dodged one bullet, right? But
Yeah.
in terms of team selection in terms of who to look out for,
Who's available.
I think Liverpool got a few players back. They haven't really had that many injuries this season.
Yeah, they've been pretty good with
Firmino
that.
looks like he's been firing since he went to the Club World Cup. He's scored 2 goals there in the final as well. Coming back, scoring some important goals.
That's right, not just
against
assisting.
Spurs. I think Leicester, when they smashed Leicester when they came back from that, everyone was saying that was the game, that they're going to put pressure on them, and they absolutely. And in the fantastic form that Leicester were in, Liverpool just walked all over them.
Silly.
And then last week against Spurs, again the same conversation came up. Jose Mourinho, if there's any person to stop this from happening, it's Jose Mourinho. And although they had Kane out, look, the last 15 minutes you could have said Spurs could have got an equaliser, but
100%.
Other than
they
that,
played well, man. They played well.
Other than that, Liverpool were kind of on top of them the whole game.
On top of them, and while they didn't put their chances away like they should have, it says something that they can grind out that win.
What is it though, like about Man United that Liverpool find that hard, like struggle? Because I understand last year that 3-1 win at Anfield, that was right after that Jose left. I mean, he didn't play Pogba. The whole dressing room was toxic. I mean, I think it was 1-1 at one stage, and then Shaqiri comes on and bangs 2 in.
Just pulled away from it, yeah.
Right, but then like you look at the rest of the 4 games that we've played them in. I feel like Liverpool have struggled. They're not the same Liverpool even this season at Old Trafford.
Boy, we should have won that game, man.
That's a surprising thing. We should have won that game.
I never imagined leaving that game disappointed that we only got 1 point. I would have thought, like, man, before the game,
but what do you think it is about Liverpool with games like that?
Specifically at this point in both clubs' histories, I think it's more so United, as we've seen, step up for these big games. They're up there for it. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose against Liverpool. So they really showed their best selves, you know. I think that's something that they struggle to break down when there's a team truly up for it with so much at stake from their fans to lose this game. If they lose, it feels like the end of the world. Liverpool, you know, everyone's watching them every week now. I think that everyone studies for them. And I think United a bit more.
Hopes for them to lose, but that's one of the interesting things, right? Like when you have usually going into a United Liverpool game, Liverpool have got Salah firing, Mane, Firmino, everyone's firing, but they come up against Man United and they struggle to go past Ashley Young. Yeah. Like you see Salah, Salah, I don't think he's going to come back to bite me.
Here we go.
He hasn't scored against United.
Oh, no.
Do you know what I mean? Salah.
How are you going to say that, man?
No, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're front three against United.
They just fall flat.
There's something there that they can't get around us for some reason. And even with the shocking defense that we've had at times, with so many injuries, like now, especially now again, you got players like McTominay, who's been fantastic for us this season, out. Poor Pogba, we know the player that he can be. He's not playing now. The biggest one is Marcus Rashford. I mean, he started off on the bench, came on against Wolves, only got the 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
And do you know what? It doesn't look like it's anything to do with his legs. It looks like he's been holding his back.
It's like his back. He must have just copped, because the tackle itself didn't seem too nasty.
Yeah, but a little knock like that could be a cork or something. So hopefully he's fit and ready to go, because he's on 14 goals this season. Scored more than Mane, Firmino, and Salah. And even our front three, when you look at, I think the numbers were with our front three, Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial have collectively have got more goals and assists than Liverpool's front three. So our front three has worked this season.
That's right. It's just
they have been firing. I mean, look, you've seen. All right, besides the Arsenal game, which were absolutely shocking, we haven't lost any other so-called Big Six teams. We beat City, we beat Tottenham, we drew to Liverpool. Who else? We beat Leicester. If they're up there,
they're up there.
We've got to speak about them.
We lost to Arsenal.
That's what I mean.
That's the exception.
The exception, yeah. Not the exception, but besides that game, we look like to do good against the bigger teams. But then, in saying that, in the cup, we get pumped 3-1 to City, and that's where I'm a bit worried when it comes to this game here.
Yeah.
For me, I'm worried about our midfield. Who's there to create? Bruno Fernandes, is he signing? Isn't he signing? Wherever he does,
regardless,
he's not going to be there.
He won't be there.
Like Who do you see start? Because at the moment we're like a bagel. We've got nothing in the middle here.
That's right. Nice big donut.
Donut, yeah, Krispy Kreme donut, just nothing in the middle. And
extra glazer.
I don't know.
Extra glazer.
Extra glazer, yeah. Far out.
All right. So who do I see pulling those strings? Obviously.
Gotta take a guess.
Yeah, I know, right? 3 guesses. Mr. Juan Mata for me. He's shown in the last 2 games. He's played 90 minutes in both games. All right. The old man's got some legs. Yeah. Come on, man. 2 assists and 1 goal. He's in form.
Legs to walk on.
Next time.
Yeah, gonna have to.
Anyway, so he's I think he's the one that can feed those balls through. He creates the space. He's the unselfish player. He makes the right decisions, which is the biggest thing. His biggest asset to me. He's always thinking about where's the ball going to go. Not what am I going to do with it, where's it going to go.
One thing I agree with you here. Out of our whole team, Juan Mata has got probably the best footballing brain in the squad.
Highest football IQ by a mile.
And I was telling you that Norwich game on the WhatsApp where we were speaking. I'm like, all we're lacking is the final ball. We need someone to give the final ball. And then a couple of seconds later, it was literally Mata with the wonderful pass.
So we've seen, look, he's picked up some form at the right time for us. He's got a decent little personal record at Anfield, of course. Or should we say Quanfield? Yeah. Why not, man? Why can't he be the guy? Let's make them worry about the little one. You know what I mean? Get him the ball. Martial making runs if he's awake. Yeah. And maybe some pace. We're going to need pace because they're such a strong team. So I imagine it'll be like, well, with Rashford out, let's just say he's not playing. Martial, Greenwood and James.
We have to start.
Yeah.
And the thing is, look, we know I don't really think there's a point of talking about Liverpool strong points. They have not lost.
They got 11 strong points.
11 strong points. So just like the video we did at the start of the year in the first game, the rivalry, we spoke about where can we exploit Liverpool. We need to do exactly the same way. We know Alexander-Arnold and Robertson like to go up them wings. If we play Wan-Bissaka on the right and Williams on the left, they could cause trouble.
They could cancel out their speed, eh?
You look at the last couple of games, it's not even cancel out their speed. It's getting in behind the areas when Alexander-Arnold and Robertson push up. Yeah. And we're saying, look at the last game against Norwich. You saw Williams get the penalty because he got into them spaces, and then there was another one where he skied it, where he should have scored, but he's getting into them positions, and that's where I think maybe because if you look at assist wise, Alexander-Arnold's on like 8 assists. Yeah, he out of all these squads together, I think he's got the most assists. Yeah, that's incredible.
He's the top assister
in both the teams combined. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I think Oli should look at. Go at their wingers, try get into the spaces in behind, and maybe stop them from creating because they're the players that create. And if we do well to stop them, I think if Mata does play, if he can unlock some channels and feed the balls to James or Martial, maybe
they need to focus on catching those two, pushing those left and right backs forward. Yeah, we can sit back, absorb, not for so long because we don't have the greatest defense, but just punish them on that break. So if they got the players coming too far forward, like I said, a long ball to James or to Greenwood or even Martial, like that speaks danger. And I think that's the only way we can get them.
That's the thing for me, yeah. If they let us have the ball, I don't think we can. We won't break them down. We won't break them down. If they come at us, but then I want to, and this will say how good Klopp really is. If Klopp keeps the ball and Liverpool try to break us down, that's when they're going to be vulnerable. When they're on the ball and then the counter attack is on. You saw with against Arsenal with Arteta, he rectified that situation straight away.
100%.
He said, you take the ball. We don't want the ball because we know what you guys can do when the other team has the ball. Yeah, exactly. And we struggled. All these small teams that we've lost to or drawn to, it's because they sat back.
They sit back, let us do what we do,
and then they get us on the counter attack. Exactly, so it's kind of the opposite of what we United wants to do.
And it's
funny. I don't think it should be like that. I think United obviously should be dominating games, but unfortunately we don't have the cattle. We have to be real. Yeah, but we did kind of dominate most of the game in the first game we played this season.
Yeah, but like. They've really come into their own, Liverpool, since then, man. It's been a long time since that game. Yeah. We've still, since that time, been turbulent. Good results, bad results. They're consistent. They've only gotten better. So it's going to be hard.
That's the worry for me. Yeah, like I said, that's the worry for me. We don't know what United team's going to rock up. We could come and we could see the same United team with Lingard killing it, Pereira killing it, like we saw against City and Spurs. Or then we can rock up the same team against Arsenal, and then where we can't put 2 passes together, where we're making stupid mistakes, trying to play out from the back. and then that puts pressure on every single player from the front to the back. Then we see silly mistakes from De Gea, from Lindelof, and then our whole spine is screwed.
Just
And
goes to shit.
that's my biggest worry. But yeah,
Who knows, man? Look,
go on. Sorry to cut you off.
like the thing is, we're too far from Liverpool, so that takes out one kind of aspect of the game itself to reach them in the league. But we have a lot to play for. To play for. You know, we got Champions League that we have to qualify for, and I think, I know like you don't think so much, but I think we are good enough to be in the top four, and I think we deserve to be there. But these are the games where we prove that, you know. Yeah. Show me that I'm right, you know. Yeah, please show me.
100%. But look, guys, before we continue on a bit more about it, we got some of the boys sending us a few videos, a few Liverpool supporters. Even Rami, Ferdi, they couldn't make it today, so they're sending us a few videos. So let's check them and we'll give our little reaction on what they have to say. Let's check it out.
Hey boys, sorry I couldn't make it out today to today's recording. Big game this weekend. Liverpool versus United at Anfield. There's a couple of injuries on both ends. I think we've got Fabinho coming back. I don't know if he's going to play for us. I know Rashford got injured this morning in the FA Cup. With Mata, you know, again, surprising us. Everyone thinks he's done. Never thought he was done. I reckon he'll come back. Especially against us, with that bicycle kick he scored against us. I don't know, I just got this worry. But given that it's at Anfield, I don't really see us losing there. I would like to think we're going to win 3-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw, maybe a 2-2 draw. Obviously, I'm going for the win. Let's hope it's a great match. Hope you guys lose, as per normal, I guess. And I'll be there for the next recording. I'll see you guys later.
It's Adams from Sportly, and I'm here to give you the Liverpool perspective. It's the best team in Europe versus a Europa League team. But one thing about this game, no matter where these teams are on the table, it is still the biggest game in English football, and arguably in world football. None bigger than Monday morning our time, 3:30. This is going to be huge. Liverpool, 21 games this season, 20 wins, 1 draw. I have to pinch myself. It feels like I'm dreaming. But that 1 draw was against United. And one thing that I will say is Ollie has been getting you boys up for big games. So this will be a huge one on Monday because I feel like you boys will be up for it. A couple things to look out for from the Liverpool side of things. Alisson versus De Gea. The best keeper in the world versus the former best keeper in the world, arguably. This is going to be a big matchup. Our centre-backs going up against your front three. They've been colossal. Ever since Joe Gomez has come in through injury, he's been phenomenal. Trent Alexander-Arnold versus Wan-Bissaka. The bruiser Wan-Bissaka versus Trent, who's on course to be a PFA Player of the Year. That's going to be huge. And probably the unsung heroes of this team, our midfield. They don't get the praise because they don't have the big names, but they just give you 90 minutes of pure hard work and they'll win everything. I expect them to be huge again for this one and expect our front three to have a big game as well. My score prediction is 3-1 to Liverpool. Borche, if Liverpool win, I want to see you in a Liverpool kit. Mwah! Up the Reds.
Well. United versus Liverpool. Who's going to win? Yeah, it's at Anfield. Yeah, Marcus Rashford's injured. But United is Liverpool's worst nightmare. I'll tell you that now. Liverpool cannot beat United. They just can't beat us. No matter how poor we are form-wise, no matter how bad we're performing at the moment, no matter how well they're performing at the moment, no matter what injuries are going on, Liverpool will not beat United. I'm saying 2-1 United at Anfield. It's going down. They're not going undefeated this season. United's going to end that. Even if we don't even make top 4, at least we can take one thing with us, is that they're not going to be undefeated this season. And it's all thanks to United. Come on, United. Come on, United.
How's it going? My 2 brothers all the way from Australia asking me a very important question of who is going to win in the Liverpool versus Manchester United game on the weekend. Now, guys, you know who's going to win that game. You know it, right? You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. But let's just break it down a little bit. We've just come back from a 1-0 victory, both teams. We had Tottenham, you had Wolves. Both very different threats. One team is very attacking and fluid and expansive. And then the other one defends for their dear lives. We know who. And yep, I believe this game's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of goals. We've just got Fabinho, and Matip back in the team. Bobby had a little bit of a knock after the last game. He seems to be fine. And we have got our full firepower for this game. And we're at home. So it's a tough test. Tough ask for you guys to come to Anfield. and even leave with anything. And you know what? I'll go even further. I believe this may be the game where Ollie is gone. I really do. If we demolish you guys, Ollie could be out. Game is out.
Well, there you have it. The boys have spoken.
Liverpool fans seem very, very confident for this one.
I guess they should be.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Rami's confident, huh?
So he's backing the team,
Respect.
backing the manager. Now look, I think they made some good points. I think
100%.
with the whole one matter, that's if he starts, if he plays. I don't know if he's going to go with the whole Lingard scenario that I always spoken about the big games. He always puts him in because of the press. I hope Mata plays because we do need some creative plays in there. I don't think Fred is that player or Matic really a really creative player to unlock,
not creative.
Unlock their defense.
I think Matic actually will be pivotal though for us, to be honest. He's been playing pretty good.
Yeah, he's been last couple of games.
Pretty good.
He has been good, but then again, we're up and down. We're like a yo-yo, to be honest. But
you never know what we're gonna get
yo-yo FC.
Yeah.
But look, some score predictions there. We saw some big score lines.
Not just the score prediction.
Hey.
How about the future of a certain manager? Huh?
Yeah, Mr. Gamers Highway.
Mate.
Are you thinking to sack another one of our managers? Look, I don't think so. Look, I get where he's coming from. Yeah. It's not going to happen. No matter what happens.
Yeah, they won't sack.
No matter what happens in this game, Ollie's not going to get sacked. Obviously, you can see the owners are giving him transfer money to buy players. You would have got rid of him and got Poch in sooner if this was the case.
Not just that, he's building an identity for us again, and I think even the owners can see that.
Yeah. Look, I can see what Gamers Highway is saying about the players that they've come back in. I don't think Fabinho will start anyways. I don't think Matip comes into this squad straight away.
Probably
in a United versus Liverpool, he wouldn't. For Firmino, he will start because I think you said it was a knock, so it's not going to stop him. And it's not, and he's been playing. He's match fit anyway.
He's
so
incredible, man.
look, they look Liverpool fans. They should be confident.
Every reason
they should be confident in this game. I think Rami was saying, look, no matter what, it is Man United, Liverpool. I mean, if there's anyone to stop their run at Anfield in the Premier League, it is Manchester United, and we see. So and the thing is, I feel like we play better when we're the underdog.
That's right. Yeah.
I feel like we play a lot better. There's no pressure on us. There'll be more pressure now on Liverpool.
You got nothing to lose.
We got really nothing to lose.
Only
Although we're fighting, although we're fighting for the top 4 spots, which is, at the end of the day there is pressure. I mean,
there is, but there's also still time to get ourselves back in.
And also, can I say, with the transfer of Bruno Fernandes looking likely, that means someone's place is going to be taken up. That means someone's going to be shifted onto the bench. So if this is a chance, this is a chance to prove yourself.
Like a last gasp.
That's it, last minute. Say that, you know what, I deserve my spot. And if it's not even, that means that player that starts goes onto the bench, and then one of the bench players, maybe a Lingard, maybe a Pereira, we don't even see him on the bench. So that could be another thing where these players do step up. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to these type of games, from what I've seen in the past, Lingard and Rashford have the only ones that I've seen that have really playing for the badge, because I know the old cliche, they understand the club, they've been there since they were in the academy, since they were young. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Give me your prediction for this one. We saw some big score lines. We're gonna get hammered 3-1, some big 3-0s. I don't know.
I'm torn because anyone with sense will say Liverpool's gonna take this one, and they should. But I'm stupid, so I'm gonna say
we're deluded.
Deluded. Legit. All right. Should the United that can play football turn up, and with the heart that they do possess and show, 2-0 United.
2-0.
Yeah. We're gonna keep a clean sheet.
We're gonna keep a clean sheet. That's how many times have you seen that all year? The 3 times. Jeez.
We're gonna see the 4th.
You know what?
What about you, bro?
Look.
What do you got?
If Rashford is playing, I could say us scoring, because Rashford always scores in the big games. He always scores against Liverpool. Man, it's hard because I just don't know what team will start and what team will show up.
Can I just say it's funny because we've shot this whole podcast and I've known that this question was going to be asked, and when you asked me, I did not know what to say, and I feel like you're going through the same thing right now.
Because I can see us winning this game. I can really see us winning this game because I don't care how good your cop is, or I don't care how loud they are. I was gonna say Klopp for a second, and like
They got a good club.
they got a good Klopp. I don't care your unbeaten run. I'm not too worried about your form. I mean, like Marcus Rashford has scored more goals than all your strikers individually. Our front three has scored more goals than their front three. I'm not worried about us scoring goals. I'm worried about who's going to create them opportunities for us. I mean, if we get another penalty, VAR, thanks a lot. But if we get a pen like we did all year, maybe we'll get a result. But look, I'm going to go for... Do you know what? I'm going to go for... Ooh...
This guy's gonna say draw.
No, I'm going to... You
Oh,
know what?
good.
You know what? I think... I'm going to go 1-0.
United?
Yeah, I'm going to go 1-0 United.
Lock it in,
I
Eddie.
think it might be... I think the game might be a bit reserved to start off with.
Yeah.
And then I think second half, Ollie might give him
See some action.
some action, give him a few words, and then I think we'll get the W. We'll get the
I
win.
hope so, man. I hope so. Look, these guys need to go out there and enjoy themselves. That's the first thing, because that's when the good
Freestyle football.
flows. Exactly.
Freestyle football.
All right, so boys, just please do it for us. It's been a long time since we've been just genuinely happy fans. Just please.
Because I can't do with the whole Ollie out brigade after the match, so
Yeah, nah.
win this game.
Nah,
Just
nah.
win. Look, as it stands, I'll be happy with the draw. I'll take a draw right now.
Yep.
But then, to be honest, I want to
One
win.
thing-
I really want to win, and I'm already nervous now.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
Thursday.
nervous. The good thing is, and one thing that we can all, as Liverpool and United fans, and even world football fans, agree on, it's going to be a cracker. You know, it's a big event.
It's a big event.
big
Let's
event.
hope it's just not overhyped.
This-
It hasn't been overhyped so far,
Yeah.
so maybe because we're just not as great this season.
We're trying to hype it now. We're
trying
going to ruin
we're
it for
trying to hype
ourselves.
it up. But look, guys, once again, thanks for watching. Let us know all your thoughts in the comments below, and yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more previews of all the big games. And hopefully this year we'll bring some watch-alongs as well throughout the rest of the
Big
season.
things, we've got some ideas.
And also going into the Euros as well, there'll be a lot more content coming for you guys. Guys, from me and Seba, thanks again for watching. We do have one more message before we leave. Rami, take it away.
As I was saying, United going to beat Liverpool 2-1 at Anfield, no questions asked. And although this man is injured, let me tell you something. The headline after United play Liverpool at Anfield is going to be, and Solskjaer has won it. Come on, Solskjaer.